Word of the ambush spread quickly, but the full scope of the disaster wouldn't reach Rome until 2 long weeks later. And as if this wasn't enough, a severed head, Verrill's head, was sent to Rome as a message of triumph by the victorious Germanic tribes. The shockwaves of this gruesome token were felt across the empire. In Rome, panic set in. The streets buzzed with fear and speculation. Would the Germanic tribes launch a full invasion? Would rebellious mobs rise up in the cities? There was a palpable sense of vulnerability, a fear that the empire was on the brink of collapse. Just a few years earlier, Rome had barely survived the Jan Revolt, a rebellion that had seen nearly 1 million men gather at its gates. Now, the news from Teutoburg sent waves of dread through the capital. The empire seemed to be teetering on the edge of chaos. As the panic spread, even the stoic Emperor Augustus was visibly shaken. According to the historian Suetonius, Augustus was so affected by the defeat that he neglected his appearance for months, refusing to cut his hair or beard. He would often strike his head against doors in frustration, cursing the gods for their cruelty. Despite his emotional turmoil, Augustus knew that Rome couldn't afford to dwell on defeat. It was time for the empire to regroup. Augustus wasted no time in taking action. The Roman emperor immediately strengthened security in the capital, expanded the powers of provincial governors, and began mobilizing the legions for defensive measures. Rome would not sit idly by. It was clear that the empire needed to brace for the possibility of further threats. The defensive posture was the first step in reclaiming Rome's confidence and ensuring the empire's survival.